While some systems fail, others rise to fill the gap. The Warm Kids Project is one such example of a community-driven solution to address immediate needs. Their mission is simple: to provide warmth and comfort to children in need, ensuring that every child has access to essential items like coats, shoes, and school supplies. This initiative is more than charity. It's a vital lifeline for families who are struggling. It's a reminder that even in the face of systematic failure, human compassion can spark change. The director of the project highlights not only the tangible help they provide, but the emotional and psychological impact of these children. For many, a simple coat or backpack might be the difference between feeling invisible and feeling seen, heard, and cared for. The One Kids Project is a powerful example of how many communities can step in and reshape what it means to care for one another, showing that sometimes the human spirit can create what the system can't.
The Warm Kids Project, is an annual project or annual program that was originally started almost 40 years ago by a KPS Kalamazoo Public Schools teacher when she noticed that some of her students were coming to school without a warm coat or warm boots. And she, in the beginning, she started out, I think she and some fellow teachers and other parents raised some money to buy coats and boots. And over the years, she formed a nonprofit to do that, and they began to raise more money. But basically, it's a program that provides warm coats and boots and hats and gloves to public school students in Kalamazoo County. Well, as a public school teacher, I think she was really concerned about the kids that she taught. She was inspired. She was also a mom, and she knew that, a kid who's too cold probably can't learn very well, and she was really concerned about that. So it was their well-being that really spurred her to get started with this. The Warm Kids Project and Communities in Schools, which took on the Warm Kids Project just in 2024, we serve elementary school kids, so everywhere from kindergarten, actually preschool, on up through the 5th grade. We have primarily private donors, and members of our community are very supportive of the Warm Kids Project, and they donate to us through Communities in Schools. I'm the Basic Needs Coordinator at an organization called Communities in Schools of Kalamazoo, and as the Basic Needs Coordinator, I was already involved in making sure that students in the schools that we serve have what they need to attend school. When they can come to school, they can succeed in life. And when the Warm Kids Project, the original founders, wanted to retire, they came to Communities in Schools and asked if our organization could continue it for them, so it wouldn't just end and the kids could continue to be served. And as the Basic Needs Coordinator, I was happy to take that on. I have a lot of concerns for people in need in our community, and over the last 3 years, the need has really gone up, and we at Communities in Schools have gotten a lot of requests from families who are having a hard time and need coats and boots and things to keep their kids warm and healthy. And yeah, I'm a Kalamazoo public school parent also, and it's just thinking about kids, and if my own kids out there were in need, I would hope somebody could help them if I wasn't able to. Absolutely. Right now, this fall, actually, we've gotten several requests through the Refugee Resettlement Center and also our Title I office within Kalamazoo Public Schools of families who have recently settled here from countries in Africa or other parts overseas where maybe they're just not used to winter at all. And they have nothing. They have no experience with snow and cold, and they have no idea what they need to stay warm. So with that, in addition to other families locally who are just in need of things, they're able to tell a teacher or another staff member at school school, and they can reach out to us and we can help them get what they need. I think for the Warm Kids Project, it was started by an elementary school teacher, and I think that's what she was focused on, was that age group. Now at CIS, we do support kids from preschool all the way through high school. So if there is a family out there who is in need, we can definitely, we can help them with warm clothes and coats and boots. But Warm Kids Project is separate from, is folded under, it's under the umbrella of CIS, but the Warm Kids Project itself is actually countywide. So we have around 65 sites, not only in Kalamazoo, but in Portage and Parchment and Comstock and Schoolcraft. So expanding that from an elementary to a secondary program would involve a lot of growth.